Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. Today, we're going to be using the Mega Lopunny team once again with Mega Lopunny, Aegislash, Togekiss, Azumarill, Arcanine, and Tapu Koko. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, I highly recommend checking it out. But there's a lot to learn from the last episode. There were a lot of mistakes made, and I went back through that video and pretty much noted all the things I probably could have done better. So really hoping to improve in the future because I really want to figure out, like, I just want to improve my gameplay. This is well, I guess my skill level, gameplay, how I play the game, I guess, because every single year I feel like in VGC I just end up like with a completely different play style than what I did the previous year. And I guess I could go into talk about this in a different video, but I feel like my play style kind of changes every year. So I'm kind of interested to figure out what I really want to do this year to improve in general. So every single battle that I pretty much lose, I look back and figure out what could I have done better, because that's what I think, if you do want to improve, that is the #1 thing that you should be doing. And it's actually pretty convenient that I do record, because like I look back while editing, I'm like, oh, I could have just done this and I would have been in such a better position. But yeah, enough ramble about that. But I think we're just going to cut it here till we can find the first game of today's episode. So we'll be right back with the first game of today's episode. Oh, again, I don't have to cut away. We got Fra from Italy, or Fra, or however you want to pronounce it. F-R-A. We have... Wow. I didn't even know regular Ninetales was legal this year. Oh, wait, you can, right? Because, actually, I don't know how you get regular Vulpix. I actually didn't know. Oh well. We got Hydreigon, Metagross, Lele, Greninja, Landis, Fairy, and Ninetales. So this is really interesting because, yeah, like, Aegislash is my answer to Lele Metagross, yet it's not exactly the most effective answer against the really threatening combination that these Pokemon give out. So Coco's really good in this matchup. Like, Coco does super well. Need Coco to do really well, but Landorus is definitely a problem. I think Arcanine's pretty... I want to go Azumarill, but I don't feel like Azumarill's the call here. I think I want to go... But Lopunny, Tapu... I want to go Aegislash, Tapu Koko. With Arc... That's not good. It's not exactly good if they lead, like, Landorus. I think I'm going to go Lopunny, Aegislash with Tapu Koko, Arcanine in the back. Azumarill Togekiss doesn't look like a good mode here, in my opinion, with the sun. And yeah, this should be interesting because I'm not exactly too sure of what to expect from my opponent here. But yeah, I should look up this QR code after this battle. But yeah, this should definitely be interesting. Lele Metagross. I wonder if there's a Scarf on my opponent's team, what the Greninja item is, if it's Life Orb, if it's Focus Sash. That could definitely be some potential options. We're going to see Lele Hydreigon here, and that's like, oh, that kind of bites me so hard, because Tapu Koko would have been a great lead here. However, a Shadow Ball... Oh, Psychic Seed. That's interesting. Okay. I think Substitute and Fake Out is just a very safe play here in general. I don't know if Lele wants to go on the aggressive, but if it does, I get a free switch into Tapu Koko, where I think a Gleam after the fake out damage should still knock out Hydreigon, and then I could just fire off a Shadow Ball into the top of Lele slot. I don't know if Lele protects here. It's kind of risky because Hydreigon is being threatened by the Lopunny. If I did have High Jump Kick. If I had High Jump Kick, I would probably go for it. Although it could be Scarf Lele, which is why I don't want to go straight for it. Although I think I could have just got a Shadow Ball off into Lele, to be honest, because I honestly am not expecting Lele to protect, but I still think I'm like in an okay position. I think this is the best mid-ground play of the turn 1 that I could have. Oh, but Lele does protect. That's beautiful for me. So that's not Scarf Lele, which is absolutely fantastic for me. I get a fake out into Hydreigon, which is chip that should put it in low kick range, and I get a free substitute up. So now I can threaten the Lele with a Shadow Ball the following turn. That was probably the best turn 1 I could have asked for. Like, actually. So now I can Shadow Ball and low kick. I don't really have to predict a switch. Maybe Landorus comes in. But even if Landorus comes in, what does Hydreigon do? It could break the sub on Aegislash, maybe get chip on Lopunny. but I think low kick Shadow Ball. Like, I get a lot of damage off this turn, so I do not mind this. As Layla is going to switch out, Landers is probably coming out. Oh, Greninja. I mean, I break a potential Sash, and I should be able to knock out this Hydreigon. Yeah, low kick just picks up the knock on Hydreigon. So not an optimal lead for my opponent there, as I will be able to get some chip onto this Greninja, which I don't think... It tells me Lopunny, you would have to be Scarf Greninja. Shadow Ball is going to come out into the Greninja slot. This is going to do a 40? Ooh, 35, okay. That's like 30, 35. Get special defense drop, which I don't think matters. Well, another Shadow Ball could pick up the knock on Greninja, but I don't think I would go for that. I mean, I have a very safe low kick into that slot as Landers reveals itself to be the last Pokemon. So no Metagross, which is really interesting. It's actually sad because Azumarill probably could have actually done a lot of work. Because my opponent didn't bring the Metagross or the Ninetales, which were the two Pokemon that really threatened my Azumarill. Okay. Tapu Koko's still good. I guess I want to find out what my opponent's Mons are, if they're Scarf or not. I think I'm just going to King Shield and... I think low kick the Greninja? I think low kick is fine. Unless Landers goes for superpower, I can't knock out my Lopunny. As very, very good switch for my opponent as Lele is going to come out. So I could have Ice Punch right there. You're not going to Earthquake, right? Your own Lele? We'll find out. If you Earthquake your own Lele, good. That's fine still, because unless it's superpower, you can't knock out Lopunny. You could U-turn for momentum, but like, I could just low kick the Greninja and Shadow Ball the Lele still, I feel like. So low kick into the Lele does nothing. It's quad resisted. Superpower is going to come out. Okay. So the good things to note. Oh, that doesn't even knock out Lopunny. Wow. Lopunny putting in some work there. Okay. Lopunny putting in some work there. And since you intimidated, since you lowered your defense, Ice Punch might knock you out, to be honest. I don't see a reason not to Shadow Ball Lele and just Ice Punch here. It's safe. Like, no matter what, I don't think my opponent can do anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure Lele protects here. It switches out again into Greninja. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a protect. But, like, I think Ice Punch can knock out Landers. It's a neutral Ice Punch because of your superpower. That didn't even KO Lopunny, which was impressive. Lele is going to protect, which is fine here. And let's see how much Ice Punch does. I think it would pick up the knockout, maybe. Yeah. Mega Lopunny finally gains, like, big KOs. It's knocked out Hydreigon. Oh, I could have side pupped in this one too, I guess. I don't think it was worth side pupping though. I wish I could side pup in my weakness policy would activate, but it doesn't work with the sub up. Ah, that's unfortunate. So Greninja can come out, which is fine. If it's Scarf, I think that if it's Scarf, I guess it could change things a bit. But I'm just gonna Shadow Ball and low kick. Not going to give my opponent some momentum. Although, let's see. If Greninja is Scarf, what does it do here? Dark Pulse, I guess? And then Lele could threaten knockout on with Shattered Psyche. But then I just bring out Coco, and then I have priority with my Arcanine. So I don't feel like I'm scared of Scarf Greninja anyway. So, yeah. I just don't see anything that can really threaten me at this point. So, let's see what my opponent's going to do, because I don't see how you get out of this sticky situation. Unless you have like a really big tech move. I don't think Greninja gets any sound moves that can hit Aegis Slash. It gets around. I think it gets Echoed Voice. I'm not sure if that's a TM actually anymore. Lele's gonna go for a double and gets it. Okay. You're really banking off living the low kick. Oh, it is Scarf Greninja. But the Scarf Greninja decides to low kick my Aegis Slash for some reason. Okay. Maybe you don't have Dark Pulse. Huh, Scarf Greninja's cool. It outspeeds Landers. With Protean, I think you even knock out Assault Vest Landers. I'm pretty sure you do. But Shadow Ball, low kick. Yeah, especially since you locked yourself in the low kick. Yeah, match is going to be forfeited. So turn 1 was absolutely huge. Getting the free substitute up. I mean, even if Lopunny went down, I still felt like I was in an okay position against my opponent's team, to be honest, because Aegis Slash behind the sub up was so threatening. I had Intimidate with Arcanine in the back. But, yeah. Really, really nice first round. But, yeah. Could have went completely different. I could have Now, I don't think even if I had high jump kick, I would go for a turn 1, even though it knocks out Hydreigon. Just because it could have been Scarf on... Yeah, like Scarf Greninja, I was thinking in the back of my mind could have been a Scarf user, but I was like, did they really run Scarf? I mean, Greninja's cool, but it's like, it's kind of weak without like the Life Orb or boosting item, and then... Well, it's weak without those, and then you got like the problem of... its survivability without Focus Sash, so yeah. Although I'm not sure exactly, there aren't many Greninjas in VGC because it is a Pheromon. I mean, maybe, I think its best potential was probably 14 and 15. Yeah, I think 14 and 15. Yeah, 1832 rated player from Japan. With the team, oh, the Kangaskhan, Milotic, Landorus, Fairies, Celesteela, Tapu Koko, and Volcarona. So, this seems scary because if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be Calm Mind Koko on this team and Scarf Volcarona, although there are changes of this team. Some players do run the Quiver Dance set. This was a team that got really high. I believe it was on the Battle Spot season, but I don't remember if it was regular Sun and Moon or if it was Ultra Sun and Moon's VGC. I think it was original Sun and Moon's doubles Battle Spot ladder. It got really high on the ladder. But we'll see. What do I want to go with? To be honest, I think you lead Kang Koko if you're my opponent. I would feel like you would lead Kang Koko. Do I want to go Lopunny Koko to counteract that? Yeah, I like that. I like Kang Koko. I think I have I got Togekiss and Azumarill on the back. Yeah, I like that. I don't like intimidating this matchup with the Milotic potentially, and I think this is just a better overall solution because I think a late game Togekiss plus Azumarill can sweep my opponent's team because my opponent really doesn't have many spread moves. It looks like maybe Heat Wave from Volcarona, Earthquake, Rock Slide on the Landorus, but it doesn't look like there would be much else to spread moves on my opponent's team. Maybe Discharge Koko, but they don't really run that on this team unless it's maybe Specs Koko. It is going to be Kangaskhan Tapu Koko as the lead though, so... I don't know. A play my opponent can make is just... Okay, there are a few plays I can see. I could see Landorus coming in for either slot here. I could see Kangaskhan just going straight for a double edge or a fake out. I could see it going out in the Landorus, to be honest. What's my optimal play here? I think it's the fake out and trade fake outs, honestly. I do think it's the best play is to trade fake outs. As you're going to stay in. I'm pretty sure you're going to fake out my Koko and then you're going to go out into Landorus afterward. That's at least what I think my opponent's going to do. So if I get the fake out off, I'm pretty sure I put Tapu Koko in range of Gigavolt Havoc. So I don't mind trading off here because I'm pretty sure I'm going to Ice Punch the Kangaskhan slot and Gigavolt Havoc next turn anyway because I'm pretty sure that's what my opponent's going to do, but we'll see here. I could have also faked out the Kangaskhan since they don't run Inner Focus, but I'd rather trade here and get my opponent into a position where they think they're safe, but they're not. So if I win the speed tie here, that's going to be really, really clutch. But we're going to go for the Ice Punch into the Kangaskhan slot. And we're going to go for that Gigavolt Havoc into the Tapu Koko. Worst case scenario is if it's a speed tie and my opponent goes for Calm Mind. Or their own Gigavolt Havoc. Which, in retrospect, maybe wasn't the best play. Oh, don't tell me to switch out Koko in the Landers. Oh, that was bad. Very, very clever switch from my opponent. Usually, I played this team like a few times on PS, and what they would do was the opposite. My opponent got me good. My opponent definitely got me good. That was beautiful on my opponent's part. I guess I should have just Calm Minded, which was safer. Rain Punch. That's not gonna knock. Yeah, that doesn't knock me out. Are you gonna Rock Slide here? This team usually runs Ice Punch as the last move. Low Kick into Volt Switch on Kangaskhan looks good because it KOs. I don't need Lopunny really. I don't have Volt Switch right. Maybe I save Lopunny instead. I think I go hard in that Togekiss and I go for a chip onto Kangaskhan. I don't need chip on Landorus if I'm going for the Azu endgame anyway. But the point of this right here, I'm okay with this position just because Azumarill could potentially set up on my opponent, which is really good. Thunderbolt gonna go out on a Kangaskhan as we're gonna see Double Edge into Coco. Is that a Rock Slide then? Or a U-turn? I think it'd be U-turn, but we'll see. It is U-turn, okay. So I'm guessing Tapu Koko is gonna come out. Very smart. My opponent's getting a lot of momentum off. Maybe I should have doubled up the Kangaskhan slot with low kick plus Thunderbolt. Although I was really scared of Earthquake and the Protect coming out potentially. Yep, Coco's gonna come back out. Is my only play to bank off the fact you don't have Sucker Punch on Kangaskhan? If I go Lopunny, I could fake out Tailwind, I guess. Does that change much? Not really. I think it's better to go Azu, take the Gigavolt Havoc with Tapu Koko, and hope that Azu can get a Belly Drum up through Double Edged, which is asking a lot already, but I feel like that will be the play. I can't afford to double protect here either. Or maybe the play is to have my opponent go for the Gigavolt Havoc, but the problem is if you Gigavolt Havoc the Togekiss slot, I'm screwed. Because I don't know if you Gigavolt Havoc the Azu or if you Gigavolt Havoc the Togekiss slot, even though you know Follow Me is coming out. I think I have to Belly Drum Follow Me. Hope I get it. Let's see what my opponent does. It is going to be Gigavolt Havoc, so I have to hope that I live something. And that something is going to be that Double Edge. That's the first step. But yeah, this is looking pretty bad for me. I think my opponent played the second turn really well. I think I made too risky of a call. Havoc knocks out Togekiss. How much does Double Edge do? Does it do a lot to Azu? It probably does, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if this puts me out of Belly Drum range. Yeah, that's out of Belly Drum range. And that should be game. I can't see myself breaking through my opponent's team without a Belly Drum. Yeah, like Anime King strong. I was hoping I could live, but because of the nerf. But yeah, the first hit is too strong. Alright, we'll go Lopunny here. I mean, if I freeze my opponent and maybe crit or something, maybe I can get momentum. But like, it's not looking that great right here. I'll fake out an Aqua Jet. I'm gonna, you know what? I already lost. I want to go for Side Pup and Aqua Jet on, I'm guessing, Protect and sack Kang. Or you're just gonna switch out Kang into my Lodic. Just showing off. Okay. Okay. I mean, I got something off. Okay. I need a Belly Drum up for sure. Aqua Jet into Milo does nothing. Maybe I could have just Power Punch Kang. Yeah, Power Punch Kang would have been better. Let's see how much these attacks do. I'm gonna go for Ice Punch into Coco. If it KOs Coco, that would actually be cool. I mean, I lose anyway. There's no way I win, but I want to see these. I want to see these calcs. Ice Punch at +1. Doesn't even knock out Coco. Gleam. Looking at both my Pokemon. And Scald. Does this knock me out? It should. Oh yeah, 7 HP. So, let me think. I really want to think about this. I think turn 2. Oh, wait. Now I'm kind of understanding my opponent's thought process. If I did have Togekiss as in the back, my opponent might have been expecting that. And, like, you can't risk Coco right there. And felt like you can live a double up potentially from my team with the Intimidate. So it covered Kangaskhan living an attack from Lopunny as well as the Gigavolt Havoc onto the Coco slot. Because, yeah, you kind of need Coco for Azumarill plus Togekiss, otherwise you would lose to that. So, that's actually really smart. I should have thought about that thought process more. I think that's what my opponent would be thinking. And, yeah, I didn't exactly capitalize well off that. That's actually really clever. Now that I think about that. But we got our third opponent. Let's make a run back. I don't want to go 1-2 in 2 episodes in a row. Oh, we got Kangaskhan, Feeny, Landis Volcarona, Zapdos, Aegislash. Pretty classic standard team. This was a very standard team back in the beginning of the format. What do I want to go here? Honestly, Togekiss, Azumarill, I think setup can do really well here. I don't like Lopunny's position in this game. Doesn't really do much. I think Coco and Arcanine in the back is the best call. Man, we're not getting any games where I can side pup somehow. Well, we kind of did. The first game, I think I could have side pupped potentially if I really wanted to. Like I could have, but there wasn't really a position for me where I could really side pup. But I could have gotten it off if I really wanted to. So we're gonna fight our last opponent of the day. Let us see if we can win. It's Kangaskhan Zapdos leading, which is okay here. Against Azumarill Togekiss. Double Protect is safe. Z move is usually on Volcarona or Aegislash on this team. Shouldn't be on the Zapdos really. You can get Tailwind up if you want. Doesn't really matter to me. I could also protect Air Slash if I want to, but I mean Kangaskhan's gonna be in the range I needed to anyway after the Double Edge the following turn because you know you're going for Double Edge. So I really do hope I get my berry back with Togekiss. I felt like I sometimes do with Togekiss. I sometimes get my berry back, and then there's some cases I don't. So I guess it comes down to how much attack investment the Kangaskhan has. So I'll protect Togekiss here. And the Azumarill. I expect Fake Out Tailwind to go up, to be honest. I don't expect... Maybe Fake Out Thunderbolt, but I would expect Tailwind here. Fake Out. Yep, Tailwind. So that's a bit annoying. Not the worst case though. I'm gonna follow me and Belly Drum. Maybe Lopunny could have been better because I could have stalled out my opponent's team with Fake Out. I think Fake Out could have been really nice here. But I don't know. I just don't like Lopunny's damage output. I think Arcanine can help with the damage output a lot better. This Kangaskhan's actually gonna hard withdraw, so I'm gonna guarantee survival. Volcarona actually goes hard. Goes hard, Volcarona. Alright, let's see what you got. Oh, it's Electrium. Wait, I think I'm fine then. Hold up. Alright. Wow. They don't usually run Electrium on this team. I'm guessing then it's Bulky Berry Volcarona, or maybe it's Double Z move? That was way out of my expectations. Okay. The ones that run Electrium usually are fast. So I'm guessing the Zapdos won't be bulky? It could be risking a lot though. Okay, Azumarill's boosted. I do think Arcanine's to play here. This is going to be a tough endgame for sure. Was Arcanine to play? I do think it was. I think I can go for... For sure Extreme Speed Aqua Jet should knock out Zapdos, and they don't... I carry Protect. Am I willing to risk that? Yes, because I could see Volcarona doubling out in the Landers here, so Zapdos takes the Aqua Jet. Yeah, we're gonna see that switch out, Landers. I'm guessing you go hard Thunderbolt here, to be honest. But if you protect, I guess I'm in a bad spot. But that's risking me targeting down your Volcarona slot. But then again, like, you might definitely expect me to target down the Zapdos slot. Okay, nice. Train speed. Ooh, that's Aqua Jet gonna be close. Okay, okay, Azu. Calm down, Azu. Calm down. Okay. Whew. Okay, I did make the read there. Like, I thought it was a bit strange Volcarona came out there, but it did pay off. Kangaskhan gonna come out. Don't really care about Arcanine's position. I think I'm just gonna extreme speed the Kangaskhan and protect. Yeah. I'm fine sacking Arcanine here. Like, I'm 100% fine sacking Arcanine here because Coco, I think, can win the game. Fake out gonna go out into Azu. That's perfect. And extreme speed gonna come out into the Kangaskhan. That's Rock Slide's actually just gonna come out. Okay, no Earthquake. I wonder what kind of Landorus this is. I'm guessing it's Assault Vest. It could be Choice Scarf, potentially. I think the same game plan as before. I Extreme Speed Aqua Jet the Kangaskhan. Even if it protects, I feel like I'm in a fine position. I don't know if you're going to switch out into Volcarona. Oh, it has Protect. As long as I live Earthquake, I should be fine, though. Because that happens. Aqua Jet into the Protect. Earthquake, yeah, that's fine. I'm definitely going to live that since this is not Choice Banded or Life Orb Landorus. Then I get Coco in. Yeah, because I live the Sucker Punch. Okay, perfect. That's a bulky Landorus, though. I didn't do much to my Azumarill. So I get to go Tapu Koko here, and basically, I just want to make sure Kangaskhan never attacked that turn. Because if I target down to Landorus, and Kangaskhan went for a double edge, I'm in trouble, because I lose Azu there. Right here, this position allows me to Gigavolt Havoc the Kangaskhan slot and pick up a knockout unless you get a double, but then you're in range of Thunderbolt. And I should be able to knock out the Landorus slot, because I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be Sash. I'm pretty sure Sash would just run max attack. Well, at least near max attack. Maybe you have some def investment to make like certain KOs, like 3 KOs or 4 KOs or something like that. But I'm pretty sure it's AV. I get an Aqua Jet off. I get a Gigavolt Havoc off. There's not really much my opponent can do because I'm threatening a knockout. You're going to save Kangaskhan going to Volcarona. So unless Landorus has Protect, I'm still in a really solid position here. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you losing both your Pokemon here is just going to screw you over. Well, there's nothing my opponent could do. I think my opponent had to go for a double Protect right there. But even if he got the double, like, it doesn't really change much, right? Because I can still threaten an Aqua Jet the following turn. So, right here, my pieces were really set on Azu. And again, protecting Azu, not letting my opponent get a chance to attack there. I felt like what my opponent was going for was really clever. Like, the Volcarona coming in and then doubling out into Landorus. I think that was really clever. Because it would have changed. That survived. That makes this game a bit interesting then, doesn't it? Does it? Gigavolt Havoc does what? Ooh, that makes this a bit interesting. I also want a Thunderbolt Aqua Jet to Volk. You know what? I will. Because I think you're going to Quiver Dance here and Fake Out. Fake Out shouldn't knock out Azu. And you might Fake Out Coco expecting Azu to Protect. Yes, there we go. Because the Protect was so obvious from Azu, I felt like. So I'm going to go for the more aggressive play. Oh, if I get Flame Bleed, yes. Not really, because Aqua Jet into Thunderbolt would still KO. And nice, I don't get it. Nice. So, how many turns of Electric Train do I have? 3. Yeah, I'm good. Thunderbolt into Aqua Jet will KO the Kangaskhan. For sure. Yeah, I knew my opponent might play aggressive there because, like, protecting Azu is so obvious, but I felt like I was very confident in living the Fake Out anyway. So I felt like I had room to make this aggressive play there. And I don't think my opponent... I think my opponent Quiver Dances because I think you expect Azu to protect. Tapu Koko to... attack there, and then you Quiver Dance with Volcarona and Fake Out Coco. That way your Volcarona can get a Quiver Dance, and then you have both Pokemon threatening the Azumarill the next turn, and they still, well, at least Coco outspeeds the Kangaskhan. And then might live a Thunderbolt from Coco afterward. So that is my thought process. Like, I didn't make an aggressive read there, but I felt like, yeah, it was the aggressive read I needed to. So, second battle, could have played well. I think the first 2 games were like, oh, I mean, not the first 2 games. The first game and the third game I played alright. I think there were, like, third game I felt like I made the plays that I needed to. And, yeah, I don't think there's anything I would really change. And then the first game, I think there were maybe a few plays that I could have done differently. But I think in the end, it still paid off. Second battle, definitely a bit of reflecting to go off of. But anyway, hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Back to Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below to show your support because it really does help me out. And you can check out the rest of my stuff down below, my social medias, the previous episodes of VGC 2018 Back to Battles, the side tiers on the channel, my Twitch channel, all that good stuff. Go check it out. The pay spin of this team again down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Feel free to leave a comment because I do read them and love hearing from you people. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in today's episode. Thank you for watching. I will catch you around another video. Have a great day, people. See you around soon.